Hello everyone and welcome to another clay video. Alright, so a few days ago, like last week, I watched Jurassic World Dominion. Now I love the movie, and one of my favorite scenes is when, well, this video contains spoilers, so click off the video right now if you haven't seen it, like right now. Alright, one of my favorite scenes is when the Quetzalcoatlus lands on the plane. That is one of my favorite scenes. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, we have, some type of armature thing for the plane. Like every video, I have to make one. Alright, now that we have our spiky drumstick, I guess, or club, we can, put clay on it. Now we have the base of the plane, so the only logical thing next to do is add wings. And how will I add said wings? Well, I'll start with a big metal wire. What I want to do is I want to press it into the base of the plane, or like the plane base, the middle of the plane. I don't know, the cargo? No, yeah, you know what I mean. I just want to put it in the plane and then put some clay on top so that's pretty strong. Now to put clay on the actual like wings. How will I do this? I'll just roll out a big piece of clay, attach it to the metal wire, do it on the other side, and then add more clay to it. Now that that's done, we can get started on the turbines, or engines. I don't know what they're called. Basically the spinny things, the things that go around and around under the wings. Yeah, we can get started on those. So how I'm gonna make the turbines is I'm gonna take a piece of aluminum, and I'm gonna scrunch it up into a little ball. Then I'll put the clay around it so that I have a little clay ball like this. Now that we have the clay ball, we can just press it against the table and keep on pressing it until we have like a triangle shape. And then once we have that triangle shape, we can make the edges like out and then put in that little triangle turbine thingy in the middle. And now that we have one, the other one has the exact same process. Now we could just put it on the plane like this. Now we are so close to finishing the plane. The plane. All we have to do is add the tail. And the tail is pretty simple. Just make like 3 triangles and attach them to the end of the plane. And that sounds really boring, so I'm just gonna skip. Now that we have our flying bad boy ready, we can just yeet him out of here and get started on the armature for the giant flying bird. Now, the Quetzalcoatlus is huge. And I mean huge. Like I'm talking giraffe huge. Yes, you heard me. The Quetzalcoatlus was the biggest flying reptile dinosaur thing. And yeah, that's pretty bizarre when you think about it. If that thing was alive today, you're just walking in the middle of the road, comes out of nowhere and picks you up and you're dead. And the wingspan only gets bigger. Now, as you see here, I've connected 2 random pieces of wire. You see the bottom one is going to be both wings, and then the one sticking out from the top is going to be the legs. Now, all I have to do is just tape them together with the super strong blue tape. Bada bing, bada boom. We have the armature done. So as you see here, I'm just seeing where, like, I want to see what position he's gonna be in, you know? Because the Quetzal in the movie is, like, crouching down because the plane's going down. Now, I wanted to do that position originally, but, I kinda couldn't do that position without it, like, crumbling. So, yeah, I went for a more standing upright, I'm on top of the world kind of thing, you know? Now that we know which position he's gonna be in, I wanted to make the neck out of some wire. Because if you've seen the movie, you know that that thing's neck was huge. So now, I'm gonna use some more tape and tape it onto the body. So there we have it. We have the neck taped to the body, and now I just need to cover it in clay. So we're gonna skip. And what do you know? So if you see here, I left the wings and the legs, like I didn't cover them in clay yet. The only reason was because like I'm saving it for last. You know, it's very thin. Like it's the wings and the legs, very, very thin. So next up is gonna be the head. Now the head on the Quetzal is pretty big. Everything on this thing is huge. So yeah, let's get started on his head. His head is a pretty weird shape. First I had to make a rectangle, then I had to like modify that shape into the shape I want. Then I had to make I had to get a metal wire, make a giant triangle, attach the metal wire to the giant triangle, which is the beak, and then just stick it onto the said rectangle. Now that we have the head, or the top side of the head done, we could start like getting it in position, you know, like where is it gonna be at when we connect it to the neck. So yeah, once we get that in, we make some modifications, you know, just move it around a bit, move the armature a bit so that the head isn't lying on the ground. And then we could just get started on the lower beak. And by the way, it's the same process, I'm just gonna speed it up. Alright, now that the head's done, the only logical thing is to make the wings. Now the wings are really just nothing. I made a long worm snake and I just flattened it against it. So yeah, not much to talk about in this. Yeah, might as well just speed it up. Do both wings. Alright then, now that that clip is over, it's time to make the legs. But because the legs are the same thing, I'm just gonna speed it up like I did with the wings. Our pteranodon is like our Quetzalcoatlus, giant bird thingy, is 90% finished. All we need to do is add the wing, the inside of the wings, the like feathers, I guess? No, not feathers, you know, the thing that makes them fly, not the arm itself, the leather thing that is under it, you know what I mean. Now for that, I'm just gonna like roll out a bunch of worms, snake, clay things until I just get a bunch of them, and then I could just like cut it to my wanting. Yeah, like this. Now that we have our giant layer of clay, we could literally just fold it on the wing and then cut it to like make it fit. Yeah, look, just put it on the wing, flat sheet, put it on the wing, and then just cut it out. I'll just show you a speeded up clip. So now that the bird is basically finished, here's some close-up shots of him. We have the head, the neck, the wings. Yes, teared up wings. The neck is looking pretty nice. The head, the beak. Alright, now it's time for the camera to go back up because we still ain't done. Now it's time for assembly. And by assembly, I mean connecting the two giant pieces. Yep, we're getting to the end, folks. So yeah, this was a annoying process. The Quetzal would keep falling out of place. I'm just showing you the clip where like I finished it. But yeah, the Quetzal was pretty annoying during this. But now we have it in place. So here I'm just using some clay to attach the two. You know, not show any unfinished wire. And you know what time it is, people? It is shots time. Yep, getting close-up shots on the creation. Looking pretty familiar, right? Gonna get some close shots on the face. Ah, it's in the camera. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. So gonna put this in the oven and we shall get to painting. First of all things, we need to give this guy a good base painting of light blue. Then we can start giving his beak ever so lightly colors of yellow. Yeah, I'm starting off light because I want to be able to go back and give darker shades of yellow, you know, give it some highlights. Yeah, this was a very long process. But yeah, now we can just, since you know what's going on, I could just skip when we have the beak ready. And next up, we're going to do the wings. So the wings are very simple. Put paint on them. Then darker yellow paint on them until we have them all covered. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. Now the Quetzalcoatlus is complete and we can start getting the plane ready. Now the plane is pretty simple. It's all just one color and I just painted it gray because I'm lazy. And also because this is mostly focusing on the terror on the plane. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint it gray. Like give it a wash of gray and then just leave it that way. Nothing much to see. So I could have left it like this, you know. We have our two main key elements, the plane and the giant bird on it. But I wanted more. And because I'm the laziest of kids, I painted cotton balls. Oh my god. Yeah, I put some paint on cotton balls and then I just moved it around like to get it everywhere to simulate smoke. Because if you remember in the trailer and in the movie, when the terror gets on, the plane doesn't stay normal. It cracks open. It starts spewing flames. It goes crazy. It goes haywire. So yeah, I did some hot gluing off camera and then this is the end result. Well then, here we are. 15 minutes ago for you, we started with a piece of aluminum. For me, 3 hours ago, I started with a piece of aluminum. Yep. Well then, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Please subscribe. Because I'm a new starting channel. Every single person counts to me. So, yes. Just do it. It's very effortless for you. Very good for me. Alright, bye-bye.